everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to talk about my favorite products of 2019. We're going to talk about foundation, concealer, highlighter, and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, let's just get started. The first product I'm actually going to talk about and that I actually repurchased is the Hangover Too Faced primer, the Too Faced Hangover primer, sorry. I really love this primer because it really hydrates your skin and it makes your makeup last a really long time. I also loved it because now, especially now in winter, my skin is like super dry and I use it mostly in the winter time. In the summertime, I do use a little bit more of like a silicone based primer, but I don't use that in winter because of the dryness. So this is a product that I swear by, plus it's super big. I think it has like 40 ml. Yeah, that's really good. And it's not like, I mean, it's a high-end product, but it's not like super expensive. Obviously, if you're on a budget, you know, this is it's not affordable or anything, but I think it's really worth the money. The second product we're going to talk about is a little bit more expensive. I really love these Marc Jacobs Dewy Drops. I really love them because you can put them underneath your foundation and on top of your foundation, on top of powder. And I don't know if you can see, but it's like a sheen, you know? They're not like super glittery or chalky or weird. They're super pretty. I don't know if you can see, like... Anyway, the lighting is not very good today, but yeah, they're really pretty and they look very, like when you put them on, when you put the product on your skin, it looks very natural. I mean, you can intensify it if you put a lot more, but I really love them. Okay, the third product we're going to talk about is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is probably no surprise to all of you. But I really love this foundation. It blends, like, it looks like skin, you know, it blends really easy. It's a medium to full coverage foundation. I usually use it with a beauty blender, but if you use it with a brush, it looks really beautiful on the skin too. You know, so how sometimes some foundations, you know how sometimes some foundations you can use it with just a beauty blender or maybe a brush, but with this one you can use both of them, and I really love that because especially if I'm like in a rush, I usually just use a brush. You know, I'm not gonna stay with the beauty blender for like an hour and a half. The next product that I want to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't remember the name of this, but it's like the shiny one, you know, the foundation. It's more like a highlighter, but it's actually a foundation. It's called the foundation. I really love the sheen it gives. So what I do is, you see how it's like super shiny? It's not shimmering or anything, it's just like a sheen. What I love about it is that I can mix it with my other foundation. So typically what I do is, I'm actually gonna take a tissue and clean all of this. Typically what I usually do is I'll put like this foundation all over, and then if I'm on the go, you know, and I have to go to work or whatever I have to do, I don't have time for like a full face, so I'll put a little bit of foundation or even a little bit of concealer, just like conceal everything. And then I just use this to like highlight, you know, a little bit here and a little bit here, like tip of the nose, the chin, all those areas, and it looks like super pretty. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I really love it. Another product that I really love in 2019, it's actually my second bottle. This is a new one, that's why I didn't open it, is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I love this concealer, but not just for concealer. I really love it, and I'm in the shade light beige, but I think now in winter I'm gonna have to go a shade down because it's a tiny bit dark for me. The reason why I love this is because, well, first of all, it has 15 ml, so that's a lot for a concealer. Second of all, I actually use it a lot for my eyeshadow. I use it as a base for my eyeshadow and I love it. It makes my eyeshadow blend so well. I actually tried the P. Louise base and I loved it, but I think I like this one more, to be honest. Plus, it's, for what it's worth, like for the 15 ml you get, it's it's not that expensive. So you can use it for your concealer, and you can also use it for your primer, for your eyelids. So, you know, you kill two birds with one stone. Another concealer that I really loved in 2019 was the Huda Beauty concealer. The only thing I'm not like comfortable with is the applicator. Some people love it, some people hate it. The only thing, it's like, it's super full coverage. Like, look at this. There was like a little bit left, and look, it's like super full coverage. And I have really bad under eye circles. By the way, if you want to see a video of how I cover my under eye circles, please let me know. So I really love this. I don't use it as a primer on my eyelids because it's a little bit thick, and I don't use it like right here. So what I typically do is, yeah, I know I have two concealers. I need two concealers. Okay, I have a lot of like under eye bags. So what I do is I take the Too Faced concealer just like right here, and then I take this one. I'm in the shade Nougat. Is that how you spell it? Nougat. This one. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so then I take three dots, and I just put it here, a little bit on the chin, and then just on the bridge of the nose. So I used both. I use both these shades. They're perfect for me. And yeah, the reason why I don't put it here is because it's a little bit thick, and it creases a tiny bit more than this one on me. And on some people it doesn't crease at all, but I tend to get a bit of creasing just right here. So that's why I just use it just on this area. Okay, another product that I really loved in 2019, I can't believe we're in 2020 already, is the Huda Beauty, the Tanture Contour and Bronzer Cream. Well, the liquid, the bronzer cream. It looks, I'm in the shade Fair because now in winter I'm super fair, but it blends so well, and when you put powder on top of it, it doesn't change the color, it stays all day, it makes my makeup, makes my face look really good. It's not like a weird shade or anything, it's not like a weird color on me. Yeah, I really loved it, and I think it's like, what, 28 euros, I think? I don't remember the price, but yeah, I got it from Sephora, and I think it's really something. I really love it. Another thing I really loved in 2019, another product I loved, was the Stila Molten Midnight. I have a few of these, but the one I really loved was this one, the one in Molten Midnight. For going out, like when you go clubbing and stuff, I actually use it, and it's so pretty. And you don't even need to put like a base underneath. You just, I think mine dried a little bit because I've had it for quite a bit. The only thing I don't like about these, they dry up so quickly, but the quality is really good. So yeah, this one's really pretty for when you go like partying or whatever, or even if you have like an event or something. I think it's really worth the money, and it's super pretty, and it's very easy to use as well. Like the applicator, you don't even need a brush, you just put it on your eyelids. I do typically use like a flat brush with it, you know, just to like blend the edges and everything. But yeah, I really loved it. Okay, the next product that we're gonna talk about is the highlighter of my dreams. I love the Jeffree Star one. I think you saw it in if you've seen my other video, you probably saw me using it. Well, actually holding it. I don't know if yeah, I did use it actually. So I love this one, but I'm not gonna talk about it too much because, well, I've had it for so long already. I love this one, the King Tut. But my new discovery, well, it's new for me. It's not new for, it's not new in out there. It's been on the market for a while. Is the Becca highlighter. I actually got the mini one because I wanted to test it out, and it's so pretty. It's so creamy as well. I was so shocked. I got the one in shade C Pop, and as you can see, the lighting I don't think is very good, but it's super beautiful. You probably already know this one, but it was new to me and I had to talk about it. We're actually, should I put a little bit on? Just a bit, maybe. I already have like so much highlighter on, but I always use this R something brush. The number R16. I don't remember the number. The gold one. I love that. See, it's so pretty. Oof. That is beautiful. We're gonna put a little bit on the other side. But it like melts into your skin. It looks so beautiful. And it doesn't like emphasize my pores, which is great. And whoops. I'm just gonna take a beauty blender and just blend it out a bit because I have like 3 kilos of highlighter on, but that's okay. It's fine. After this, I have to go like I have to run some errands, and I'm gonna go with this highlighter on, so that's perfectly fine. Okay, the next product that I really loved as well is the Badescu setting spray. This setting spray, well, it's not really high end because I don't think it's that expensive. I don't remember the price now, but I think it was like 15 euros or so, and you get 236 ml, and it's fabulous. We're just gonna put a little bit on because why not? Okay, and it smells so good. I love the one in Rosewater. I don't like the cucumber one so much, but the one in Rosewater is just fabulous. So yeah, it makes everything like sit on tight, you know, it makes your makeup last, but it's very, very hydrating as well. So I really, really loved it. Well, I think I repurchased a second bottle because one, it's just not enough. Okay, the next product I'm gonna talk about are the Jeffree lipsticks. These are the matte ones. I love the ones in the lip, sorry, it's a lip cream in the shade Noisette and Bear. These are my 2 favorite shades. I'm gonna put a little bit of Bear on, even though I have a lot of lipstick on. This shade is so beautiful. It's like it's like the perfect nude. And they last. And then I pat it with my finger. I mean, come on. It's such a beautiful shade. I'm gonna swatch these right here so you can see. This one is like the perfect nude. Right here. And Noisette, I love Noisette. I use it all year long, even if I'm tan or not. If you're tan, it looks even better, but even if you're not tan, it looks really, really pretty. See, like now I'm not super tan or anything, I'm actually quite white. But yeah, I think it's really beautiful. And they lasted me a very long time. These are almost empty and I've had them for like a year and I use them almost every single day. So that's a plus. Okay. So the next product I'm going to talk about are the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. I love the ones in the shade Mannequin. This is my second one that I've repurchased. I know I've repurchased a lot of things and I'm nude. I also have a new one of these, but I love them. They last for a very long time. I actually prefer them a little bit better than the Jeffree ones because these ones actually, they don't have that tacky stickiness to it, whereas the Jeffree ones, you know, when you go like that, your lips kind of like, you know, together, but it doesn't bother me. But these ones don't do that, and these shades are just, this one I'm nude and this one's Mannequin. I really, really love these two. They're my favorite, and they also last a very long time, so that's fabulous. Another lipstick I really, really love was the Dose of Color ones in the shade Extra Saucy. I used this on Christmas Day and everybody complimented me on it. It stayed all night. I actually ate dinner with it and it didn't really budge. Well, I didn't eat anything oily, so probably that's why as well. If you eat anything oily, these lipsticks do move, so you have to be really careful. But yeah, this one is really, really great. This color, Extra Saucy, really beautiful. Okay, and the last but not least lipstick I really love, this one from Kat Von D, Exorcism. God, this shade, I mean, come on. It's so like potent and it's so beautiful. This one right here. Super, super pretty. You have to be careful, like you have to line your lips a little bit with it. Sorry, you have to line your lips before with a lip liner. You can find these like lip liners in Sephora. You don't have to buy the ones from Kat Von D if you don't want to, because they're a bit pricey. Sephora has really good, from the brand Sephora, oh wow, I just put it all over, great. from the brand Sephora. Those are really, really good as well. So I suggest pairing it with a lip liner always. So the next item I'm going to talk about that I just can't live without, I've repurchased this over and over again, are these Kat Von D tattoo liners. I use the ones, the Trooper Black and the brown one. I love them. I cannot do my eyeliner without it. So what I typically do is I line it. I don't fill it in, okay? So I just line my eye, and then I use the NYX matte liquid eyeliner to fill my eyeliner in. So yeah, these I can't live with these. The one in brown as well, it's super pretty. It's super opaque too, and the tip is super fine, so you probably already know them. Everyone like is using them, but the only thing, the black, that's why I don't fill my eyeliner with it. I just like do the liner, but I fill it in with the NYX one because it's not so, like, it's not that dark. So what I typically do is do the shape, you know, and then fill it with the NYX one, which is super opaque. But yeah, these two, and what I do is actually I wait for the Sephora discounts, because if you're a member of Sephora, you get like these discounts. Well, here in Spain we have them. For example, every now and then you get like a 20% discount if you buy items for more than 50 euros, and for more than, I think for more than 120 euros, you get a 25% discount. And the last one I also got was a 30% discount for purchase. I think it was more than 130. I don't remember, but they always send me messages. So if you're a member of the Sephora team or whatever, they always send you discounts. So that's really great. So that's what I do. I wait for the discounts, and then I buy these, and I buy like 3 or 4 because I use it every single day for work, and yeah, in general to put on my makeup. Okay, another item that I really loved in 2019 was the Anastasia brow pomade in Ebony. This one doesn't dry on me, okay? I tried the Benefit one. I love the Benefit one. I'm in, I think, in shade 5. I actually used it for a very long time, but it dried on me, and I don't know, other people didn't have this. So it dried on me after like 6 or 7 months. I mean, it is quite a long time, but this one I've had it for longer, and it didn't dry on me, so I prefer this one. Okay, and we're gonna talk about some palettes that I've loved so much and I've used over and over in 2019. The first one is the Dose of Color palette. This palette, I cannot travel without it. It's been abused, like as you can see, it's been used and abused. I love it so much. I don't throw away this plastic ever because it protects the mirror. So as you can see, well, I'm not going to show it to you because then it will show on the camera, but the mirror is super clean always. And yeah, I really love this palette. It's got everything you need. I love it. Obviously there's a lot of shades similar to this one that you can purchase, but I also love the print they did. I think they did a really good job. So good job, Desi and Katie. Another palette that I was obsessed with in 2019 and 2020 is actually the Tati Beauty palette. I've done probably like 6 or 7 looks with it, and I'm gonna take the plastic, and it's just, well, glitter everywhere. It's just really good. I mean, you have your nudes, you have your shimmers. I travel with it. I mean, it's a big palette, but if you travel, or even if you, I don't know, go to a friend's house or whatever, you can just take this with you. It's super thin, so I think it's worth the money. I think they're gonna restock it. I think they already restocked them. So yeah, if you want to get your hands on it, I swear by it, and I've used it so many times already. The third palette I really love, if I can open it, is the Naked 2 mini palette. This is actually really good because it has all your nudes. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, especially to do a more neutral look, you know, because you always get these warm like browns, but I wanted these more of like a grayish tones. So yeah, I purchased it not very long ago, but I've used it and I really liked it. The tones are really good. It's more of a smoky, you can do more of a, well, you can do a smoky look and a more neutral look, but yeah, it's just really good. So the next product I'm going to talk about is one of my all-time favorites palettes. This Natasha Denona palette, this Sunset palette. It's a mini palette and it was not that expensive either. I think it was like 25 euros. So for the price, it's really beautiful. And you also get like the shade right here that I love. It's more of a like terracotta, like reddish shade. So yeah, I love this one. And you get like your nudes and a little bit more sparkle. I don't have any more room, but this was like my favorite shade in this palette, and they're super creamy. Well, you know, I don't know if you know, if you don't know Natasha Denona palettes, this is actually my first Natasha Denona palette, mini palette. But I was really impressed. Like the blendability is incredible. They're quite tiny, but I mean, they don't have any fallout. It lasted me quite a while. So yeah, I think it's worth the money. If you want to invest into a large Natasha Denona palette, I mean, I don't want to because it's very pricey. But the mini palettes, well, this one, so far so good. So yeah, I know she has a few more of the mini palettes, so I'm probably gonna keep on trying them and I'll let you guys know. The next items that I have to talk about are my two favorite bronzers. So I have the Marc Jacobs and the Hourglass bronzers. I have to use these two together. I cannot use them separately. If one is missing, it's like the end of the world, but not really. But yeah, I love these two together combined. So I'm in the shade, this is the Omega Bronze in the shade 102 Tantric. I love this one. It's super. I keep the plastic on it just so the mirror is like protected, and if you want to use the mirror, it's like perfectly clean. And I actually keep these like clean. So yeah, they're super buttery. It's like super buttery. It lasts a really long time. I mean, it's huge, you know, and yeah, the quality is really good. Obviously there's other bronzers similar to this one, but this was a present actually from my boyfriend. He got the shade right and everything. So I really liked it. And what I typically do is, so I use this one as well. I'm in the shade a Radiant Bronze Light. This is the ambient bronzer. What I do is I take a brush like this one, a more fluffy brush, and I swirl it. I put it all over my face, like on my chin a little bit, down here. I do it on my cheeks as well. And then what I do is I take this one and I just put it like on the sides, and I sort of like contour with it. I just sort of like contour with it. So yeah, that's the way I do my bronzer. If you want to see a more in-depth tutorial on how I do like my base, my concealer, my bronzer, my highlighter, then please let me know in the comments down below. And my other products that my other two favorite products that I really loved in 2019 were these two Sol de Janeiro body creams. I love these two. So I like this one a little bit more. It smells like tropical island, coconutty. Well, not really coconutty, more like fruity. And I love this one because you don't even have to wear perfume when you're wearing it. This is like more than enough. And every time I wear it, people ask me like, what cologne are you wearing? Like, what is it? What's the secret? And it's actually this. And I also got a sample for the coconut one. I really like this one as well, even though some people don't like it for some reason. I really love the coconut one as well. I'm actually gonna purchase the big one. They are quite pricey, but I mean, you don't need a lot because the scent is so strong, and they make your skin like super soft, so you don't need a lot. You don't need to put on a lot. And the other two items, another two items that I have to talk about is this under eye ginseng, origin ginseng under eye cream. It's really good to like depuff your eyes. I have really puffy eyes in the morning and I have like big under eye circles, but this one helps. It helps to brighten my under eye and hydrate my under eye. They don't make my eyes water. I really love this one. And this is called the Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. And yeah, as I said, I really like it. It doesn't have a scent. I repurchased this. This is a new one. And I really love it. Oh, I cannot open it. Also, it's a little bit, it's not very thick. It's quite thin, but it hydrates your eyes, your under eyes, sorry, quite a bit. And my favorite face cream is actually the Kiehl's face cream. I went to one of their shops the other day, well, a while ago. This one's empty. I need to buy a new one. So I went to one of their shops and they sort of like tested my skin with a device. I don't know what it was. It was like a little device that it said like if you have dry skin or if you have normal skin, and so they tested my skin with that, and then they told me that the best one for me is this one. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream 24-hour daily lightweight hydrating formula. I'm gonna link everything down below anyway. So this was a nice cream. I'm probably gonna repurchase it, and yeah, I cannot live without it. I have to use it every single day. I use it in the morning and at night. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. These were my absolute favorites of 2019, and actually I've repurchased some of these products because I just can't live without them. If you like any of these products or if you have some comments to say, please leave them down below. I hope you have an amazing 2020. We'll discover some new products. Let's hope we'll discover some new products in 2020. And yeah, I'll definitely let you know which will be my 2020 favorites. Bye guys!